What's up? It's your boy D.Chamberz 6'2", no time for the small talk. You know we back at no time for the small talk. Not only that, it's uncut. We have the rawest conversation with film directors, people in fashion, music, all walks of life in this culture right here. And you know I got my special co-host. Introduce yourself.
Queen Ice Chills.
Chills, what's going on? You know, you got a nice jacket on. Who brand is that?
Yo, I don't know. I think it's Divine something. Nice. I haven't worn it in mad long, but I was like, it's, you know, I'm in my Halloween spirit. Right. You know, yo, y'all check the back.
And if you don't know, I know y'all probably look at it as like very smoky in here. We at District 385, they have a fantastic Halloween haunted house theme going on right now. It's so dope.
Floors.
Yeah. 2 floors of action. You're gonna hear screaming. You see the smoke. We're smoked out.
He's see the smoking. Head on the table.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger's chilling with us. Well, this is just a great mind. It's the first human mind evolution.
I'm only getting high because I'm
scared. He trying to ease his mind.
Yeah, but before we get into that conversation, we got a special guest here. I'll let him introduce himself.
Oh,
coughing and all.
Peace, world. I go by the name of Fatty Baby Fresh, a.k.a. Trig Nom the Don, Coney Island Gangster, Team Mellow Music Group, TMM Gunslingers. Oh, man. Protect your neck. Oh, man. It don't stop, man. We just building and creating and making more.
Right. I got another special guest on the side of me. Definitely, you probably seen him in the Cycle.
The shooter.
He ordered that hit on me.
He's a shooter.
It's a beautiful thing.
Get low.
Shout out to the Cycle. I'll let him introduce himself.
Shooter.
How you doing, everybody? Yes, I'm Swift, a.k.a. Fat Boy. Yeah, I do film directing, video musics, commercials, podcasts, etc. Yeah, man, I enjoy acting and, directing. He co-direct and direct too. So we come together as one and we make a lot of magic. That's all I have to say. And I think everyone should do the same thing.
This guy's good. So, so we here, right? So we here at No Time for the Small Talk, so we get right to it. So I know you know for music. We known each other for some years. I'm not gonna ask you how long you've been doing music. What is the year you remember when music was like your end-all be-all? What year was that?
So, for me, music has always been...
Use the microphone, pause.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, the music has always been in my blood. Like I was born in Harlem. You know what I mean? So I came up I was up in the Bronx and Eden Mall. They used to have the block parties across the street, Grandmaster Flash. I used to have the parties in Harlem. My grandmother in St. Nick lived in the same building with Teddy Riley.
See, I don't think people know this.
Yeah, people don't know this. This is my shit. This is epic.
Yo, we learned this. I'm telling you, uncut conversation.
So
you gonna hear something that
Teddy Riley lived on the first. This is real shit. Anybody from Harlem will tell you. Teddy Riley lived on the first floor in 225 St. Nick. Him and his family, his little brother, his mama, all of them had to. This is Keith Sweat was coming there. Stephanie Mills was coming there. I'm seeing all of this as a kid, growing up. I'm not writing yet, cause I'm now. I don't live in Harlem no more. We moved to Coney Island now, cause my grandmother lived in St. Nick. I used to live on St. Nicholas in 212, St. Nicholas Avenue, 112th Street. 112 said 212. My bad. But the building is 212, but it's on 112th Street.
Now, let me ask you something. People say like 112, 109th. When is the end of the line in Harlem? What's the last block to be considered Harlem?
You can't say.
Some people, I spoke to a girl the other day. She said 109. She said 109. She said 1/10 and up is Harlem.
Downtown.
They say 1/10 and up, but it's really 96. Can't be 1/10.
It's none of my business. I'm from Coney Island. I just asked you a question.
It can't be 1/10 because you got Washington projects and all the projects. They all
in the 90s. They in the 90s.
Yeah, they all on 98.
And they call themselves Harlem.
East Harlem. That's
East
Harlem.
East Harlem.
East Harlem starts a little lower than like what they call Black Harlem. Black Harlem started at 1/10, but East Harlem or they say the Spanish people, that starts at
Yeah, this is all old
like
school shit.
97, 98.
Yeah, this real
and then
old
it goes
school
a little
shit.
under, like depends on the hood, because this hood's all over, and it's most of them downtown too. And they consider some of them downtown, even though they say it start at 110th. That's because Black Harlem start at 110th. Spanish Harlem start like 98.
Don't start no shit. That's how fast shit happens.
Black Harlem. Black Harlem. Nah, but Harlem always been.
Hey, use the microphone, brother.
Harlem always been. Yeah.
Dame un break. You know what I mean? So look, all right. I always thought you was from Coney Island. That's one.
I am from Coney Island.
You just say you was in Harlem.
I was born in Harlem. I was born in the Harlem Hospital. I was born in Harlem.
Me too.
I moved to Coney Island at 10.
I said,
I moved to Coney Island. I moved to Coney Island when I was 10 years old. All right.
I had kindergarten pictures, 288.
I went to 288 too.
Yeah.
I got kicked out. I got kicked out of 288 fighting. They moved me to 101 in Bensonhurst. Then I got kicked. Then I was fighting with the white boys.
Yo, listen. What I remember, I don't remember much, but I remember 288, 2970 C Park. Probably one or two little kindergarten scratch fights. I know I got scratched somewhere. You know, my mom made me go back downstairs and fight, all that. You know what I mean? It's historic. And then I wound up moving to 36 in C-Rise, where that's 36 in Neptune, and I went to 188 right after that. But, you know, my moms were always like, oh.
That's not good shit. My bad.
There ain't but fucking 10 of us here, nigga. I don't know how many of us gonna be able to. You all right, bro?
I'm excellent.
All right, cool. Yo, so listen. So, like, you know, moving forward, so, like, Harlem, music, Coney Island. I met you a few times on the come up, you know what I mean? Because you was in the street as well. I was in the street. And the streets actually brought us together to be in the same studio. Outside of this world, that's how me and him met. He's like, you know, I know at that time I was rocking with Tune Heads.
He keeps saying that.
No. He's going to say something.
We met before that. I keep telling him we met before that. But
okay,
we'll talk about that in another
No, we can talk about it now.
You want to talk about it now? It's uncut.
Yeah, this is uncut. You know, he always say, you keep saying that.
It's my story time, because I don't be knowing.
Listen. We met a few times, but I don't think when we met, he was a little younger.
Is that trying to suck
we
me
was
out?
both younger. No. We was both younger, but I say that to say, at the time he was a kid. I was a teenager. So at the time, no disrespect. No, boy, look at him. Look, I'm proud of him. But at the time,
you know, this reminds me of Goodfellas. You know, at the end of that shit, I don't shine shoes no more, fatty baby. Remember that part of the movie?
Remember that part? They killed him. Look, they killed him. And then went home and ate.
Nah, you my man. We ain't going that far. You my man. We ain't going that far. You my man.
No, but because I was hearing about him. I used to, like, we from Coney. I'm from Coney Island. Like, Coney Island, that's where I got shot. That's where I shot niggas. Like, Coney Island is that's where I was. That's where I got my bones at. You feel me? That's where I'm from. You know what I mean? I was born somewhere. But
hold on, so
where you from is what you represent.
Yo, if you hang around these two good guys long enough, you will hear him call him Trig, but he'll call himself Fatty Baby Fresh. I need to know, you can't accept Fatty Baby Fresh, or you just want to hear Trig? I'm just.
Sometimes, you know, I go back to the
Fatty Baby,
the street name. You know, he got two names. One, the street name is Trigger. The street name is Trigger. The industry name is Fatty Baby. So he like to be called Fatty Baby because, you know, people try to bury their history. You know, they don't want to be reminded of that past, so they want to go to the new life. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm starting a new life too. I think every day, everyone should wake up to start their night new if it's not doing so well, if you see things that might need to be changed. So I don't knock him for it. So, he tried to tell me, hey, stick to Fatty Baby because people don't know that Trigger. They know me as the rapper Fatty Baby. Only the street people know me as Trigger. I said, you know what? Sometimes it just comes out as, Trigger or Fatty. It depends on the conversation of the moment. Yeah, no, because sometimes it's like he turns streets and then he turn rap. It's like he bipolar with it, He's street and rap. What is it gonna be, sir?
Yo, I didn't at the last one. I said, do people snap out of character? We had mental health conversations. Now, so when I ask you,
oh shit,
that's how real it is. I'm telling you, no time for the small talk. Shit just happens. We just had somebody from the government in this motherfucker. The shit that dropped. Yo, so look.
I was hoping he didn't fall.
Yo, I just want to know, and I'm pretty sure the fans want to know, right? Shout out to 050 the movement. Put it in the comment
Shout
section.
out to 050 the movement.
How do you go from Trig to Fatty Baby Fresh? That is like a huge.
Who called you Fatty Baby? That's like,
Yo.
Where that
Born
came
fat.
So,
Nah, I'm
so
joking.
call myself
That's-
Fatty Baby.
You're right. I was born fat.
I was joking, man.
I was born fat. I always been fat. Listen, I always been fat.
No. We gotta know. No, time out. Look. Y'all skipping the line and y'all missing very important questions. What was it that day you were like, I am no longer Trigger, I am Fatty Baby Fresh?
So, let me tell you what happened, right? So, I was,
What year was this? You don't have to say the fuck.
can't remember the year.
All right, cool.
I don't recall the year.
But
No,
No, it was a huge transition.
This is what's crazy. No, and when you say what year was this, it's funny he say that because when I did the transition, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't like it was a planned transition.
Nah, don't put that weed out, nigga.
I ain't put it out. I just sat it down. I just sat it down. You pick it up. I was out, doing what I do, and just out of nowhere, it was chicks. Let me tell you something. It was real, just real talk. Chicks used to, they go Fatty Baby. They go to Fatty Baby. They used to say funny shit like that. So, me, I'm like, all right, they don't really know my name. They calling me Fatty Baby. Okay. Let's go. We're gonna go with that for now. And I got used to it. Fatty, hey Fatty, come here, come on, Fatty. That was it. It was some hood friend nickname shit.
Yo,
I added the fresh because I stay fresh.
Yo, let me just tell you something, right?
And I'm from Harlem.
Shout out to the R&B singers and everybody that's out there.
In the blood. The hustlers in the blood.
You don't think that's like a double tundra, like to call a man anything fatty? Like, no, just like not challenging
Fat
you,
Joe.
Fat Joe, but it's not Fatty Joe. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have to be very confident on another level. Because me personally, when you said that, I was like, he only going to have girls with big asses around him.
You know what's crazy? When I said it and people was looking at me like, and I didn't even think nothing of it because at the end of the day, bro, like, I'm not.
You are.
I'm not no bitch. I'm not no Fatty Baby bitch. Like, it's Fatty Baby, bro. Like,
it's a persona, it's a swag, fat
it's
fly.
Like big sexy. You feel me? Like big sexy. No, I'm saying like big sexy. Big chocolate. Shout out to my nigga Big Chocolate. He in the building.
Yo, I'm not body shaming. We not body shaming.
No, it's not. I'm just saying.
We not body shaming.
I've been fat. Listen, I've been
If
fat.
niggas feel big sexy, that's what it is.
I've been fat all my life. And listening to Biggie Smalls and Fat Joe and Heavy D and the big guys that do it.
Yeah, it took everything in me not to say pause, but that isn't it.
It's You gotta embrace yourself. In fact, I said, well, you know what, Fatty Baby, fuck that. Fatty Baby. Listen, bro.
Shit, when I hear
Fatty, I'm fresh. Fatty Baby fresh.
I would have never thought a skinny nigga gonna come on stage and do that.
But you know what though? Look, it's a name. It's unique. It works for him, right? So we're gonna go move.
Trigger was too, and then there's a bunch of triggers. You got Trigger Tripe. You got Trigger the Gambler. You got Trigger the.
So look. So all right. So
Shout
now
out.
you're going through this transition. A lot of people don't know you've been on tour.
Tours
Tour with an S.
Be clear.
Part self. You see this guy language. You see how he talking to me. Whatever. So so I'll say this. He's on tour. Let him know who you was on tour with.
Oh man, so Wu-Tang. Every tour I ever been on was with Wu-Tang Clan.
What's the Pacific artist that you?
Today up to I was so to be clear and I've been on tour with Wu-Tang Clan from the beginning of their career.
Oh shit!
I opened for Big. I opened for Pop. Like real talk. I opened for for Prodigy. I opened for Bust. You know, like I was opening for Wu-Tang and whoever else. You feel me? In the golden age. So fast forward, I just finished the Master Killer tour.
Shout out to Master
Shout
Killer.
out to Master Killer, the Balance tour.
Shaquille O'Neal.
I wrote songs for Shaquille O'Neal.
Hold on, time out.
Back
Time the fuck out.
Shazam, Shaquille. Super, Shaq.
You want one of them Shaq songs?
I wrote one of them Shaq songs. Hell yeah, bro. Fly
Yo,
like an eagle.
I need some of
Fly
them
like an
Shaq
eagle.
dunks.
It's on the Respect album. Shaquille O'Neal. Shout out to Shaq. Shaq had me in LA living in Burbank for a year. I had a car. I was chilling, baby.
No time for the small talk. Uncut. I didn't never know that.
I was in Burbank with Usher, Eminem.
Pardon me, nigga.
Yeah, real niggas. Like, look, bro.
Pardon
That's
me.
why I'm humble, bro. Cause my life,
Nah, get that
my
shit
life-
out of there,
my
man.
life is great, bro. If I die today, I'm good.
Nah, we're here to live, man. We're here to
Like,
live.
I'm cool with it.
No, time out.
I'm on the Corruption album. I fell asleep in Snoop crib.
Couldn't
Real
smoke.
shit.
Couldn't smoke.
I'm talking about him and the wife and kids on the wall. Fucking with the Chronic. Ask Snoop. This real talk.
Hey, yo, Snoop, we're gonna need you to
can't make
verify
this
this
up, man.
conversation right
I
here.
can't make none of this shit up.
This was that Trig or Fatty Baby?
This is Trig.
Okay, this is Trigger.
Protect your neck. Wu-Tang shit, man.
Yo,
On the
I'm not gonna
on the
lie.
Corruption album, the East Coast version. Shout out Corrupt.
I just learned something today.
Dog Pound, Daz,
Yo, you know, I always knew.
BBS.
I always knew he did a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know you did the writing. That part. That's dope.
I'm on the Jizza album, Beneath the Surface. Shout out to Jizza.
Shout out to the Jizza
I'm on the
too.
Wu Syndicate album. Shout out Wu Syndicate, Maya Lansky, Joe Mafia.
Resume.
Yeah, like
I feel like every time I was about to say something, another two gonna come out.
Wait. It's another.
I'm waiting. You know what I'm saying? So like, no, but you know what was dope too? Recently, this year, 2025, I had a wild experience. I had a crap shot of going out to Houston, Texas. Flew out there for a good time. When I was in Houston, I was with somebody I used to remember from back in the days. I learned a lot has changed, right? But you know what made me happy? This nigga called me and said, yo, you in Houston? Met the man on tour. Get out the pool. No time for the small talk.
no
Uncut.
time for the small talk.
I tell you no lies. I'm sitting here like,
You ain't a real rapper till you take it on the road.
I'm like, am I gonna go back to New York? Is this a thing?
Yeah.
My guy hits me. I call Meth. Meth answers on the first ring. Sign from God. He said, what's up, nigga?
Shout out to Cal. You see the hat?
Shout out to Method Man. He said, you ain't gotta ask me twice, nigga. He knew my name already. Shout out to Method Man. He added my name. He said, how many people you with? I said two. You know, I was by myself. But I was with somebody else. But I didn't know how this party was gonna go. That's how real it is. So when he had contacted me, I was already on the road. Like I got out the pool, fly condo. I ain't gonna lie, shout out to Houston, a lot of great hospitality. But when I got to that arena, that shit is different.
It's the garden. The garden.
Huge. Shout out to Madison Square Garden.
The garden.
Shout out to Madison Square Garden. Shout out to
Wu-Tang Clan.
But that arena was huge. I'm talking about from off the highway.
Show.
So when I went there, I couldn't even find you. Where the fuck you was at? You called me to go there, but I called you.
Bro.
Where was you at?
Bro, I'm on the tour, bro.
This nigga's a rock star.
I'm all over. I'm wherever I want to be. I don't know where I was at. I was calling you. We was playing phone tag.
Yo,
we never saw each other in Houston.
That's what I was
moral of the story. But it's all good, because if he needed me, I was there.
I will come back and I would tell the crowd that same, what y'all talking about in Houston, how I almost got locked up, I got robbed, and these guys right here laughed at me. And they laughed at me. I got robbed in Houston, Texas, and they laughed at me. In the arena, too, at that. And they laughed at me. I'm going to tell y'all how I got robbed in part 2, unless you in here now.
And he's still laughing.
What the?
That's a fact. That's a fatty fact right there.
A fatty fact.
That's a fatty fact.
Yo, so look, so I'll say this, right? So no, not to try to go off track. So me and this guy got some dope records.
Facts.
He always like, I'll never act like he never believed in the situation or, you know, trusted my intuition or any consultant situation with WMMG. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. Like, even though he be like, oh, I watched him and all other stuff. But you know, there's a lot of jinky promoters, a lot of jinky PRs, a lot of jinky people that's in this business. And when he thinks of event planning and shit like that, he calls me. And a lot of people call me. So like No Time for the Small Talk is really exposing that a lot of people behind the scenes respect what I do for business. They respect the conversations, and in return, you get to hear conversations like that. Right? So you with Wu-Tang, you with Master Killer, they saying the tour is over. Is Wu-Tang really over? I don't think it's
forever. The fuck, man? They told y'all that. You gotta stop listening to the bullshit.
You ever walk with Method Man?
Oh, please.
Just be prepared to take pictures. Don't be a hater. Shout out to Method Man.
Don't be a hater.
Shout out to Raekwon. Shout out to Ghostface. Like, so my experience, right? So Method Man gives me the green light.
Shout out you, God, Inspector Deck.
Method Man gives me the green light. He's like, yo, go get Chambers. Right? All I see is like two people like robots.
It's not like robots.
Whole time, yo, this is me. Dude, look at this. What?
RZA already told you, Method Man is the Michael Jackson of the crew, bro.
You think it's a frequency, music, energy? What would you say?
The difference in what? The music? I say the difference is in the music is like what goes on in every generation. But what I think what we should do is people that's in the music learn to adapt to all generations. Because if you got people that's 16, that's the first generation. If you got people that's 20-something, that's the second generation. If you got people in their 30s, the third generation, 40s, 5th, 60s, it's just keep going. And if you can learn to feed these type of audience in different groups and generations, I think your rap game will go a little further. Any game you into, video, photography, it doesn't matter, film, anything you into. You just gotta learn to get along and accept it's a new day and time and work with people more. You know, don't be stubborn with your shit thinking you just the shit, you know what I mean? Open up. You know, everything ain't just what you do, it's who you know sometimes, and it could be just someone you least expected. So just, you know, be open-hearted, open-minded to work with people.
You know what? And you know why we're here, right? With the cycle, free Chuck, free Rude Boy, free all the guys. You know what I'm saying? I definitely love the cycle. It definitely was one of my favorite web series to be in. What's going on with the cycle, man? What's going on? Are you aiming towards movies? I know you've been working on other stuff behind the scenes. How did you feel mentally once that happened, like on real time, like, you know, because I suffered the same pain you said. No time for the small talk, cut. I say what's real. I say what I mean what I say. I was nervous as shit. When I saw that federal indictment take everybody that I was with,
right,
from music to film, and you suffered the same thing too, what went through your mind? What was happening next? Was you like discouraged? Was you like something has to give, or you was just waiting to see how this play out? Like, where was your mind at?
Well, I'm sitting here looking at the whole thing from the beginning to the end, and like, whoa. You know, this is this is crazy right here, because I see that whole shit different. I see like a lot of people shouldn't even be in the feds, because I'm like, them charges is, I don't know, from my investigation and me seeing everything except for, but as for the cycle, I think we should continue on. I think we should take it to the next level. And I see we should listen to everybody's ideas and thoughts and opinions who played in it and who understand it and who watched the series. And we can continue on. It's just, you know, me getting up with my man Rel and figuring out what Rel want to do next. So
shout out to Rel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Rel is, he that creator. But you know, we just tell you what's up together.
Shout out to Chuck and shout out to Rel. Rel, y'all bridged the gap between Marlboro and Coney Island. It was always there. But like when we put it on camera, it was magical. The views went through the roof the next day, right?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of views. If you think I'm lying, go check out the cycle. Go to YouTube right now. It's not no corny views. Hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah. Yeah, that was right away. Yeah, because you know what it is? It's like when we came up with it, we was more, all of us is on some like we was on some more like, we not gonna do what everyone's doing. Because at the time, everyone was just making, you know, projects just about their own neighborhood or their own projects and stuff like that. So we thinking like, yo, hold up. This is New York City. There's 5 boroughs. Let's use all 5 boroughs. Everyone got a story to tell. Not just our projects or our community neighborhood. The whole New York City got a story to tell, but what we just got to do is make it all one storyline. You know what I mean? Have everyone come together, but you can act your way in how y'all move in the Bronx.
Let me ask you something real.
In Queens. And
while you was doing that, what did you feel like was the competition around that time?
50.
50 Cent was the competition? You wasn't looking at that, though?
Shout out to 50.
You just forgot all the web series?
I felt 50 was, I felt only 50 was the competition.
We're going to have a separate conversation. We're going to bring him back. We're going to bring him back for No Time for the Small Talk.
Tyler Perry.
Let him know the music you got. Let him know your IG.
Oh, yeah, Fatty Baby Fresh on all platforms. FATT.
My son just yelling. Hold on. Yo.
Fatty Baby Fresh on all platforms. FATTY BABYFRESH.
Yo, let me tell you something. Sometimes it's very, I know you're looking like, damn, Chambers had to give him the microphone and stuff like that. Look, we all transcended into learning how this thing works, right? Sometimes what you don't know is that a lot of people don't want to teach people, nor they want to help people learn something new. A lot of people gatekeep, and they keep guys that really keep the streets safe, inspiring in everybody. And I hate to say this, we all been used in some shape, form, or fashion, but we the guys that's like push it forward, and that's just how we holding it down in New York City. And that's why I bring people here for this conversation, and I want you to tap in with all of us. You know what I mean? You see Chill's been rocking. If you go back and you go to Spotify, Audio Mac, you will hear how we had Method Man, Fabio Foreign, Scarlett, all the best directors, you name it, in New York City. And now it's our time. So now it's time for y'all to just tap in with us, like, subscribe, share, No Time for the Small Talk, follow us on Instagram, and that's what it is, man.
No time for the small talk.
You good?
I'm good, baby.
Fatty Baby Fresh, man, Spliff, Ice Chills, No Time for the Small Talk. Let's get it.